information.
In some cases, while we have seen significant improvement, we still
Dapat,
are
dapat,
not
nobody.
seeing
Dapat.
our
Move
water
them, my youth.
flows and storage levels
It's my kitchen.
being where we would want them to be. And we're still hopeful that in these instances we will continue to see some improvement, not only in the rainfall being received, but in our case, in the stream flow and the inflow specifically into our storage facilities and our treatment facilities.
Public Relations Manager at the National Water Commission, Charles Buchanan, at present the Hermitage Reservoir is at 89% of capacity, while the Mona Dam is at 45% of capacity.
Another wanted man has been captured by the Kingston Western Police as they continue to clamp down on crime and violence in downtown Kingston. Head of the Kingston Western Police, Senior Superintendent Steve Braga, says this capture brings to 9 the number of wanted men held since the operations began last week. The men are yet to be charged. Warren Bertram has more.
The latest wanted man was captured between last night and this morning. The operation targets Coronation Market and its environs, as it is alleged that criminals have been operating an illegal car park in the market area. Lawmen believe the illegal car park was being used as a source of funds for some of the gangs operating out of that area. In the meantime, 3 children who were detained during last Friday's operation have been released in the custody of their parents. However, not before being registered as children in need of care and protection. SSP McGregor says the children were being used to demand money from persons using the car park. SSP McGregor says the police are faced with major challenges in bringing extortion charges against the children, as persons who were victims of the crime are not willing to testify against them.
The only drawback is that the people who they wait for are not willing to give any assistance as it relates to the extortion. But we're going at it from the children in need of care and protection side, where we go after parents, but we're still proceeding because we have found the parents. They are back in the care of their parents, but we are dealing with it on that line, so for them to account for why children have been out on the road for people to be
Zoom them, man.
Head of the Kingston
Video
Western Police
camera clean
Division,
your
Senior
fuck back.
Superintendent of Police Steve
I
McGregor,
rented that go
reporting for
on.
RFM News. I'm
I rented that go.
The Excelsior Community College in St. Andrew is trying to come to terms with the killing of a member of the teaching staff. The body of 40-year-old Nigel Riley was found on a football field on the outskirts of Old Harbour in St. Catherine this morning. His throat was slashed. Mr. Riley taught business subjects. Excelsior Community College's principal, Fillmore McCarthy, says school authorities are still trying to get in touch with relatives of the dead teacher. He says until such time, he will not be able to offer much more information, only that the teacher was caring, jovial, and got along with everyone. The school has been visited by the police. Preliminary reports from the police suggest that Riley left his home in Claremont Heights in Old Harbour sometime yesterday evening. It is further reported that this morning residents of Lennonsville in Old Harbour were walking in the area when they stumbled upon the body and summoned the police. Upon the arrival of the lawmen, the body was found face down in a pool of blood. Closer inspection revealed that the teacher's throat had been slashed.
There is some controversy about how a St. Anne man died after his body was found in Buckfield, Ochoreas on Saturday. That is 22-year-old Camoy Lawrence, otherwise called Vado, of Harrison Town in the parish. Interest has peaked in parts of St. Anne after it was confirmed that Lawrence is the brother of a man slain in a double murder less than a week earlier in Pimento Walk, Ochoreas. Lawrence was brother to 31-year-old Horace Hamilton, killed along with businessman Robert Blake in the robbery of a goods truck on Sunday, June 1. Reports said that on Saturday, residents discovered Lawrence's body lying on the bed of a concrete drain culvert near Mansfields and summoned the police. Investigation revealed that he had a bone to the back of his head. However, police say they do not suspect foul play as there was no sign of violence on the body. Investigators are awaiting a post-mortem to determine cause of death. In the meantime, family and friends of the two brothers say Lawrence's head was bashed in. He had been reported missing on Friday, a day before his body was found. Police are seeing no link between the two deaths, but some family members told Irish News they are scared and are sure the deaths of the two brothers are connected.
The head of the St. Mary Police says investigators have not yet settled on a motive for the killing of a 26-year-old man whose body was found along the Woodside Main Road yesterday. Police suspect that James Brown of Palmet in Highgate, St. Mary, was killed by a mob. It is reported that Brown's body was discovered about 5:15 p.m. The police were summoned to the area, where the body was found with a large wound to the head. It is alleged that Brown was beaten by residents who accused him of rape and several robberies in the community. However, Superintendent Dean Johnson says investigations are at an early stage.
To the contrary of what the investigation is very early stage, and we are ensuring that we exhaust all avenues before we confirm real determination as to the motivation of this.
Head of the St. Mary Police Superintendent Dean Johnson.
Former permanent secretary in the local government ministry, Robert Rainford, has been reassigned to the cabinet office. Local government minister Nolan Arscott says Mr. Rainford is now the director general at the cabinet office. His previous position is being held by Dion Jennings, who is serving as acting permanent secretary. Mr. Rainford reported for work this morning following the court's ruling on his dismissal from his position in the local government ministry. Last week, the court quashed or reversed the dismissal that was handed to Rainford and ordered him reinstated. Mr. Rainford was fired from his post last year after it came to light that he posted a $15 million bond for head of the failed investment scheme Cash Plus, Carlos Hill. Hill is charged with fraudulently inducing persons to invest in Cash Plus and the Cash Plus group. That matter is still pending at the courts. Following his dismissal, Rainford filed a suit challenging the legality of his dismissal.
The opposition Jamaica Labour Party GLP says it believes the establishment of the electricity sector enterprise scheme ESET is premature and that it cannot support it. ESET, headed by Dr. Vincent Lawrence, was established to oversee the full implementation of the construction of a 381-megawatt power plant by 2016. Cabinet approved ESET after the Prime Minister removed responsibility for the project from Energy Minister Phil Colwell. Mr. Colwell faced criticism following the controversial selection of Energy World International EWI as the preferred bidder to construct the power plant. The process by which EWI was selected led to the opposition, the private sector and civic groups calling for the process to be scrapped and restarted. Sheree Hay reports.
No, put it on.
Speaking at
Put it up.
the Shadow Cabinet press briefing in Kingston this morning, opposition leader Andrew Gomez said after perusing the terms of reference of the enterprise team, he believes amendments would have to be made to the Office of Utilities Regulation Act for the two not to be in conflict. He added that the license of the Jamaica Public
Push it
Service
forward,
Authority
just push it
also
hard.
need to be amended. Mr. Gomez said the opposition cannot support ESET and the persons involved in the scrapping of the first bid process should be held accountable.
I have reached the point now where I cannot support this electricity sector enterprise. What governance requires is that the Prime Minister must resign, but they will issue our head